Hello everyone and welcome to Ascending High Priestess. I hope you guys are doing well. I thought I would start with a little reading and just see what Spirit wants to tell you guys. I call upon my spirits of the highest white light to help me channel the messages that the collective needs to hear. I call upon my ancestors of the highest white light to protect me as I channel these messages. See. Let's see what your energy is like. Countess. Okay, the flame, the convalescence, the opening, the mystery, and the regeneration through death. It is the rune of the artist, the craftsman, and the magician. So for a lot of you, you guys are going through a rebirth, okay? You are guys maybe changing jobs, changing the way you think. You know, you've gone through a lot of bullshit to get to this point. So like a phoenix, you are rising, my babies. Okay, let's see. What messages? Okay, there may be a little bit of fear on your part, okay, because you are going through, you know, things that may be a little bit unknown to you. You might be shedding that old skin, okay, and you are actually growing into the person or becoming the person that you were always meant to be. For a lot of you, your finances will be actually growing. Okay, there's something financially that you are expanding. This is part of your truth. Okay, this is part of the person that you were always meant to be. Okay, and because of whatever, you know, you had to go through in the past, whether it was family alliances, family duties, you know, toxic relationships, you know, it may have slowed down your growth, but you are changing, okay? You are changing and you're becoming this person, because for a lot of you, you had to not only go through a spiritual awakening, but it had to be a divine intervention, okay? With a lot of the stuff that you had to go through, divine had to kind of put you in certain situations where, you know, it may have seemed like a storm at the time, okay? It may have been unpleasant, but you actually grew from that. I'm hearing that exponentially you grew, you know, your mindset grew, your logic, the way you look at things, the way you see things, the way your spirituality grew, the way you connected probably with your own spiritual team. You know, it just grew from a lot of that pain, okay? And it may have been confusing, you know, at some point, but it was much needed so you could become a lot stronger, okay? And you could have this truth about who you really are, okay? Let's see what other things pop up. Let's see. What other messages can you provide for the collective at this time, please? And thank you. What other messages can you provide the collective regarding this transformation, please and thank you, because it is a transformation, okay? For a lot of you, you may have been going through a dark night of the soul, and as you know, we go through many of them. It's just not like a one-shot deal. Yeah, for a lot of you, this is closure, okay? So this change is going to bring in, you know, a much needed closure from either past relationships, you know, past activities. This is something that you're putting, you know, you're closing the door through and you're going to the other side, okay? For a lot of you, there's been a lot of gossip, okay? Because you are, you know, doing things differently. You're doing things differently. So it's me versus me. So the only person that, and divine timing came out twice, okay? The only person that, you're challenging right now is yourself. Okay, so you don't have to worry about other people, you know. Yep. Other people trying to get in the way of what you're trying to do. The only person that actually is challenging you right now is yourself. You know, Spirit wants you to kind of recharge, because there's something that's going to be coming in very, very quick for you. Okay, there's the changing is going to be very quick for you. What else? For some of you, you're reflecting on the past, okay? So there may be someone that's kind of mirroring you right now. And there also may be someone that, you know, you're having a hard time. Some of you are having a hard time, you know, doing this shadow work. Shadow work is not easy, okay? Because you have to look at some of the ugly parts of yourself and some of the parts that you may not be very comfortable with. But, you know, it's much needed for growth. You know, it's a day, one day at a time kind of thing. And once you do challenge yourself, okay, and you challenge those things that may not have been the best for you, you actually grow into a better person. You could actually see certain patterns in your life that were not healthy, okay? For a lot of you, you're growing, okay? You're growing as an influencer. This may be a bridge to you becoming an influencer. For a lot of you, this is going to be you're gonna reinvent yourself. This is gonna be a brand new beginning, because you are ascending, okay? You are ascending into your gifts, into your prosperity, into your wealth and health, all right? Let's see. What else can you tell me about this message, please? What can you tell me about the collective regarding this message, please? And thank you. So right now, there's a lot of, you know, people are very curious about you right now. They're trying to figure out what the heck is going on with you. What are you doing? You know, there may be people that are gossiping. They're trying to figure out, you know, where it is. Where are you going? Okay. They may be seeing you as a very attractive and confident person, that you may be becoming very, very attractive. Okay. But some of these people are hiding in the shadows, trying to figure out, maybe there's a lot of jealousy also on their part, okay? They're trying to figure out what it is that you got going, okay? These people that you may have in the background, you know, friends, foes, co-workers, whatever, they may keep you around just to keep you around, okay? Which is sucky to say. You know, they're very deceptive, they're very cunning, but they're noticing that you are branching out and you are growing, and that's bothering them, okay? That's bothering them. You are definitely in a Queen of Pentacles kind of vibe, okay? You're generous, you're caring, you're nurturing, you're sensible, and you're comforting, which is none of these things that these weirdos are. You know, you have sacrificed a lot. You have, you know, done, again, your shadow work to find that truth, okay? To find that truth. And you may have, you know, been in isolation for a little bit. And, you know, this is why it kind of has sparked some gossip, and a lot of people are trying to figure out what are you doing? You know, why are you acting so differently? But because of the Three of Wands, you know, you're looking ahead. You're looking at a better future, a brighter future, something where the waters are a lot calmer, okay? Yeah, this is a transformation again. So transformation came out twice, change and divine timing came out. So you are definitely growing, changing, and letting of an old you die away, okay? So what does Spirit want you to do? What is one of their advice? What is the advice you have for the collective at this time? What's the advice? They want you to be in solitude, okay? They want you to kind of think about the things that you want to do moving forward, okay? And solitude doesn't mean that you have to be lonely, okay? It just means that there's certain things that you kind of have to kind of rehash and just kind of like do alone without sharing it too much. Don't share your plans with everyone. Solitude will bring you some clarity, okay? So for a lot of you there, you know, like I said, this could be a period of, you know, confusion. It could be a little bit hectic and you're trying to figure out what it is that you need to do, how it is that you need to approach certain things, okay? Divination. So for a lot of you, you actually could read tarot. Maybe, you know how to read shells. You know how to do certain things in the esoteric. And they want you to, you know, practice a little bit more. You know, enjoy it since you do enjoy it, because it's going to bring you a lot of luck moving forward. Your gifts will bring you a lot of luck, okay? Because it's going to be, there's something that's going to be illuminated to you very, very shortly, okay? It's going to bring you some sort of, there's something that you are kind of wrestling with that you're still trying to figure out, okay? But it's going to be illuminated, whether, and, you know, because there's so many different people, it could be anything, you know, how to move to another state, how to get that job, how to be at peace, you know, it could be just as simple as that, you know, how to manage your diet, you know, something is going to be illuminated to you. And use your intuition a little bit more, okay? Rely on your intuition. Your intuition will not lie to you. Okay, what other advice Spirit has for you? What advice do you have for the collective at this time, please? And thank you. What advice do you have for the collective at this time? Please and thank you. For a lot of you, you will be growing. This is going to be a very fertile time in your life. Your intuition will be growing. Your protection is growing. The way you see and do things is growing. So your power is growing, okay? You're going to be building a lot of partnerships and alliances moving forward, okay? And this is, you know, Spirit is aware that you have sacrificed a lot in your life in order to, you know, gain a lot of these things, you know, but you are going to be moving on, okay? You are going to be moving on and moving into a better, brighter future. You're going to be closing doors that no longer serve you, and you're going to be actually transforming into this beautiful, beautiful being, okay? I hope this message resonated with you. Please hit share and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Take care.